Have you ever wondered why small, seemingly meaningless things people say or do can ignite an anger in you that feels completely out of proportion? Why does one careless comment, one dismissive look, or one thoughtless action push your buttons and ruin your day, even when you know it shouldn't matter? Today, we're going to break down exactly why that happens, and more importantly, how to stop letting it control you. Why do we allow the small, foolish actions of others to invade our peace? You tell yourself, it's not worth it. Let it go. Yet you feel it anyway. Your chest tightens, your jaw clenches, your mind races. And just like that, anger takes over. The truth is, this isn't about the major betrayals, the catastrophic losses, or life-altering events. No, it's the little things. The careless tone of a coworker, the shrug that dismisses your effort, the offhand comment from someone who probably didn't even think twice before saying it. These microaggressions pile up, and suddenly your calm is gone. Let's be clear. Their stupidity is not your responsibility. But the moment you react, you've handed over control of your mind and your day to them. And that ends today. You are here because you want to reclaim control. Not control over the world, but control over yourself. That's where true strength lies. That's clarity. That's freedom. The ancient Stoics understood this deeply. No one can harm you unless you allow it. And today, we're going to bring that mindset into your modern life. You'll learn to maintain calm, even when the world is absurdly foolish. You'll learn to respond intentionally, not react blindly. You'll stop being a victim of small annoyances and start becoming the man who leads from stillness. Recognize the pattern before it controls you. You don't explode because of a single careless remark or the one dumb comment. You explode because of the 50th incident you never addressed. This is what most men miss. They think their anger is situational when it's actually cumulative. It's the buildup of minor frustrations, a delayed flight, a passive-aggressive email, disrespect at work, noise at home. One final spark sets off a reaction, but the fire was never created in that moment. It was brewing beneath the surface. Awareness is your first line of defense. Anger isn't random, it's rehearsed. Every time you let small things slide, you train your mind to tolerate buildup until it overflows. You think you're strong when you explode, but you're actually leaking. Each outburst reinforces the pattern. Frustration, silence, pressure, outburst, guilt, and the cycle continues. Picture your mind like a dam. Tiny cracks form from small, unresolved irritations. Eventually, a single insignificant incident, hits the wall, and the dam breaks. The fault was never the feather. It was the cracks you ignored. So how do you stop? Track your triggers before they take you hostage. Identify the moments you lose patience. Traffic, coworkers, kids, certain tones, delayed emails. Write down. Self-awareness is tactical, not passive. It's the difference between reacting and leading. And stop labeling yourself as short-tempered. That's an excuse. Anger isn't your identity. It's a habit you've allowed to repeat. In Stoic philosophy, failing to control impulses is slavery. A man ruled by his triggers is weak, not powerful. Understand what you're really angry at. Here's the truth. You're rarely angry at what's in front of you. The spilled coffee, the slow driver, the dismissive coworker, they're just the surface. What ignites your anger is inside you. It's your unmet expectations, your pressure, your sense of disrespect, your loss of control. Anger is often a disguise. Shame may hide as rage, frustration as fury, fear as irritation. That's why small triggers feel enormous. They're not the real problem. The challenge is to pause and reflect. What am I really upset about right now? Is this moment the problem, or is it everything I've been carrying? Stoic thinkers believe emotions are data, not commands. They tell you something about yourself if you take the time to decode them. When you explode at minor things, you're reacting to invisible pressure, not reality. To regain control, you must identify the real source before reacting. Stop taking things personally. Most of the things that hurt you aren't about you. That late reply, the careless email, the rude driver, they aren't personal attacks. When you internalize everything, you give your peace away. Emotional strength isn't reacting to every slight. It's realizing that most people are acting out of their own pressures and projections. Think of a boulder in a rushing river. The water hits, pounds, and flows around it. The rock remains unmoved. That's the model for self-control. Practice stepping back. When someone snaps at you, breathe. Ask yourself, does this have anything to do with me? Most of the time, it won't. Track these moments. Each time you refuse to react to nonsense, you strengthen your inner authority. Ask, will this matter in 5 days? We exaggerate small problems under stress. A minor delay, a sarcastic comment, a missed email suddenly feels catastrophic. Your mind spins stories, feeding emotions, hijacking your focus. Stop. Ask yourself, will this matter in 5 days? If not, let it go. Your energy is currency. Don't spend it on trivial matters. This simple question is a mental filter. Train yourself to zoom out, see the bigger picture, and preserve your calm for what actually matters. Pause before you react. Anger is reflexive, not deliberate. Most men never insert a gap between trigger and response. They react instantly. That's surrender. Install a pause. Even a fraction of a second. Breathe. Observe on the moment. That pause is power. You're not suppressing emotions. You're choosing how to act. The loudest man isn't the strongest. The one who holds his composure is. Imagine your mind as a weapon. Every provocation is a potential trigger, but you control the trigger. This discipline sharpens you, strengthens your emotional reflexes, and stops you from making regretful decisions. Set boundaries to prevent frustration. You're angry because your boundaries are vague, not because people are too much. Clarity defines limits, protects your energy, and prevents unnecessary conflicts. Boundaries aren't fences, they're filters. A man without boundaries absorbs every blow and eventually breaks. Setting boundaries teaches others how to treat you and reinforces your control. Short, clear, final. I don't answer calls after 6 p.m. This tone isn't acceptable. No drama, just discipline. Frustration diminishes when clarity rises. Protect your mental space. It's yours, not theirs. Use humor as a pressure release. When you can laugh at foolishness, you win. Humor doesn't change the situation, it changes you. It disarms tension, lightens stress, and keeps you centered. Internal humor, an eye roll, a silent smirk, is strategic detachment. It signals mastery. You're not a victim of chaos. You're trained, not triggered. Humor allows you to step above the storm, remain sane, and keep your focus. Respond like the person you want to become. Every reaction either builds or destroys the man you're becoming. You have a choice with every trigger. Feed the fire or forge control. Most men give power to fools, to clowns, to minor annoyances. Real strength lies in choosing your response. Respond intentionally. Pause, observe, act with purpose. Don't let the ego dictate action. This is the path to mastery, quiet, controlled, and grounded. Respond like the man you want to remember being, not the one who exploded under pressure. Conclusion. Life will continue to test your patience. The stupid, thoughtless actions of others will never disappear. But you can train your reactions like a muscle. You can choose calm over chaos, clarity over noise, discipline over reflex. The way you respond defines the man you are. Emotional control is not weakness. It's real strength, built through awareness, boundaries, pausing, humor, and conscious choice. Start small. Track triggers. Breathe before reacting. Ask, will this matter in 5 days? Choose responses aligned with the man you want to become. Every moment is a test. Pass it, and you reclaim your power. Fail it, and you hand it away. You're not just managing anger. You are building character, forging discipline, and mastering yourself. Now I want to hear from you. What triggers your anger most, and how will you start reclaiming control today? Share it in the comments. It could inspire someone else to take the first step.